Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this video here, it's going to be a little different actually. So as you can see, I am actually in a creative world. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm actually going to be learning flying machines. I am not fantastic at Redstone, so this may be a little difficult for me. So what I'm going to do is actually Mumbo Jumbo put out a video that kind of teaches you how to do stuff like this. So I'm going to be following along with that video, but all credit from that video goes to Mumbo Jumbo, and links to the video and to his channel will be in the description, okay? If I sound a little weird, it's because I've got a bit of a sinus infection right now, so I do apologize for that. Anyways, let's jump over to the video and see how we should start things off here.
Giant Minecraft machines are really quite simple. That might sound absolutely ridiculous, but I genuinely think learning how to build something like this is easier than learning how redstone contraptions work.
So no pressure then.
Let's start with the 3 golden rules of big machines. Number 1 is get good at counting to 12.
1, 2, 5, 57.
Always make a backup before testing anything, and I also like to record my tests so that I can watch back the footage to see what has caused the breakage.
Well, then I guess we're in good shape. I mean, don't know about the backups, but at least I can go back and see my mistakes and incompetence over and over again. So, boy.
Secret rule number 4 is embrace the frustration and pain. So if you've only ever built one slime block flying machine before, I would imagine it looks something like this. We've got 2 sticky pistons facing in opposite directions, and then we've got the observers that are powering them. And I thought it'd be worth taking a look at actually why this thing works. Things do get complicated down the line, we just have to start things off with the basics. Now I'm sure a decent number of you know that when you move an observer, it fires a short redstone pulse of 1 redstone tick. And you can see that happening here. Now the cool thing about single redstone tick pulses going into sticky pistons is it causes sticky pistons to actually spit out their block. So in the example of this small flying machine here, if we activate it, you can see we have a loop going on. Our sticky piston is pushing this segment out, which then causes an update through the observer, causing the sticky piston to fire, bringing this segment along, which then updates the observer, causing the sticky piston to fire for a redstone tick, and we get this looping action happening. If you understand this, you understand how all giant machines are made.
So yeah, it seems like a pretty simple concept. I won't show everything that Mumbo shows in his video, so please go check out the video. It's a really good video. So let's just see here. So I'm going to try doing something like this. And hopefully you guys enjoy my incompetence, because that might be the entire video. Okay, that's a start. So that's what we want. So that's going to push that. And then we want another observer that will activate when this whole thing moves right here. Right, which will activate this piston, which pulls this along. Is that right? No. What'd I do wrong? Oh, great. It's gonna take a while. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think I'm getting it a little bit. I mean, I know it's literally the exact same he showed in his video, but at least I can maybe understand the concept. Let's go ahead and move to the next step in the video.
Let's take a look at this slightly larger motor. It uses exactly the same principles as that motor over there, we just have 1 extra piston. But the principle is the exact same. When we fire this thing, this first segment is going to be pushed across by 1 block, then this sticky piston is going to grab this segment here and pull it along 1 block, and then this sticky piston is going to pull this segment along by a block, and then the whole loop is going to start all over again. Now, as you can see, it is slightly slower than the flying machine that we originally looked at because there are more stages to the loop, and that's an important detail to remember, but the system is the same. This is how all giant machines work. You're essentially creating a loop of pushes and pulls and then attaching things onto it.
All right, so now we just got to add one more, I guess, segment to it. So let's just see here. I'm curious. And this can activate this. Okay, we're more at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Wait, no. No, we can kind of do it how Mumbo did. So this can hook around, right? Yep. So that should push, activate that. So then we need a gap here so that that doesn't just pull along with it. Is that right? No, I'm dumb. Okay, so it needs to stay like that. I want that whole thing just stick. Oh yeah. Wait, no. Wait. So let's try that again. Why does this hurt my head so much? So let's see what that does. Okay, good. Okay, that's what we want. Okay. And then here, when this gets pushed, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but no. Oh, we can't do that though. Okay, so let's move this and put this down here, because I think the way Mumbo did it in his video is he alternated, like piston on top, slime on bottom, then piston on bottom, slime on top. So let's see what we get there. So that means they shouldn't clash with each other. Why did I decide to build this into a mountainside? It's fine. 8 and 9. Will that start it if that works? Yeah, it doesn't work. So let's break this down real quick. So that's gonna push forward, which will then pull this forward, which will pull this, and then this needs to push this forward. So we're gonna have slime here that needs to push forward with a piston here. Okay. Won't that pull the piston forward? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're good. 11, 12. Let's just see what happens. Oh my. It works very slowly. Oh, my brain already hurts. Does that do it? Oh, I did it. Yes. Huh. I don't really know what I did differently, but there we go. That's the idea. Cool. I'll just let it crash. Oh, wow. Oh, dude, that's so satisfying. All right, there we go. Finally crashed. All right, cool. That means I just built a flying machine. That's actually really awesome. I know it's simple. Don't laugh at me. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next step.
So far, all of our motors have made use of observers to power the pistons, but you can also use redstone blocks on the pushing side of the sequence. Now, this is obviously a very large loop with a very large number of steps. This is going to be an incredibly slow flying machine, but you can see the idea is the same. We are creating a loop that just cycles around, gradually pushing and pulling our flying machine along. These pistons push the segments along, which causes the pistons to be powered, pushing the next segment along until it gets to the end, and then we get to the pulling side of the loop, and they all pull each other back, and we get that looping action happening.
Okay, to be honest, that might or might not have went over my head a little bit, but I think I get the concept, so we'll use redstone this time. All right, that powers the piston. Oh. This shows you how little I know redstone. So that, oh. Oh, pistons are weird. So it just needs a block update from here. Yep. Okay. So my guess is when this piston here moves forward, that counts as the update itself, which is updating it with the redstone block. Because otherwise, if you place the redstone block first, as we showed earlier, it doesn't work until you update it. So that must mean that when the piston is moving, that counts as its update. So it almost updates itself. At least that's what makes sense to me, but I may be incorrect. It could be something completely different, so I have no idea. So this should theoretically work. Right. Oh, I think I just did it. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. We would want this to get pushed into a redstone block, but then instead of pushing another segment, we want a loop. So when this pushes, this can push our loop this way, right? So what we would need, it would be something like this with the piston down. Wait, no, it sounds like you can you do that? Like, I think that's what Mumbo did, but my understanding of redstone does not process what's happening there. Why does that work? Why? Okay, that works. All right. Whatever. Redstone definitely makes sense. So we want this connected because this will get pushed away, which will activate it, then this will pull. So it'll create a gap, then close the gap. And all we would need to do is this to start it. Oh. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Okay, that's great. Let's keep going.
Now, so far, all of the motors I've shown have been very linear and very flat, whereas sometimes the loop isn't quite so obvious to see, but the loop is still there. It just looks a little bit more jumbled. This is exactly the same as this. It's just, it's built a little bit different.
So basically, this next step requires creativity in figuring things out. Shoot, I'm not good at being creative. I want to create one that goes up. Let's go ahead and start it right here. So this then can push, I don't know, something really funky. So then that means we can have this push, which means we can use the redstone like Mumbo showed and how we just learned. We'll go into something like that. Let's do a few of these. Let's bring it way out. 11, 12. So it looks like when it's pulling, they need to be connected. When they're pushing, they need to be a gap when you build them. Okay, which makes sense if you think about it. I don't think this can be called a flying machine. I think this is a monstrosity, to be honest with you. I don't know what to say about this. I honestly don't know what to say. Now let's give it a try. No pressure. Well, shoot. Alright, there we go again. Oh, oh, yes, yes. What? This is the most janky thing I've ever seen. But it works. It actually works. It's slow, but it... That took way more effort than it should have. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. Alright, that brings us to a really good stopping point for this video. And really, we did get a lot done, but go check out Mumbo's video. I honestly only watched like the first few minutes of it. So yeah, go check it out. It's really good. Now actually, before I go, something really dumb happened. During recording, I accidentally turned off my mic and actually lost some footage. All that's really happened is this right here. We don't talk about that. Doesn't work. It's fine. Oh yeah, and that thing's up there now. Yeah, that's about it. So, you know, it doesn't look, I guess it doesn't look like much happened, but I did honestly learn a lot. And you might be wondering, and you've probably been wondering the entire video, why am I even learning this? Well, if you don't know, I do have a survival series, which you should definitely go check out. Now, the series is definitely different than this style of video, because in that series, I have stuff very planned out. I have some really epic builds. It's not just me trying to incompetently figure stuff out. So that stuff is actually really cool. This stuff is actually something I want to do in my next video. If you want to see what I'll end up doing with this, and I do have some pretty cool ideas, and you like the video, then please subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye. All right, that might be it. I got that fixed. Let's try for like the 5th time. Used a regular piston again. Why? I really don't want to make this video that long, but oh my gosh. That's a sticky piston. That's a sticky piston. That's a sticky piston. That's a sticky piston. We're good.